Welcome to another JournalNow.com high school football video, Coach's Clipboard Edition. I'm Joe Serrera, and I'm joined this week by Glenn Bobcats head coach Antwon Stevenson. Coach Stevenson, thank you again for joining us.
Appreciate you having me, Joe.
Your Bobcats are 2-2 in the Central Piedmont, which is always a tough conference, 3-4 overall, while replacing 16 starters from last season. And I know that was a tough task for your team. How are the young guys coming along?
Pretty good, man. They're fighting every week, giving us an opportunity to win. I think more so than anything, it's been the injury bug that has hurt us more than the young guys. But yeah, we're still fighting every week, and they're coming to work with the lunch pail and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for this week.
Who are the veteran guys, the guys who had that experience coming into the season, who are providing leadership and strong play for your team?
Well, first on the defensive side, everything starts with Josh Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
His fourth year as a starter. He's definitely been a staple for us his last 4 years, and is definitely one of the reasons for our success over the years. Jashawn Hardy has been playing well for us as well. And also we have Curtis Barnett, who has stepped up a lot this year in his senior campaign. But those three guys on the defensive side, and on the offensive side, Tyshawn Hollins, another guy, offensive lineman who's in his fourth year as a starter. Jake Willard has played tremendous this year. Also, and at the running back spot, Brandon Sutton has been really been turning it up the last 3-4 weeks. So I'm excited. I'm excited for him as well.
What is your team doing well right now, and what do you still want to improve on as you head down the stretch in the CPC?
Right now, we're just putting together first downs on the offensive side, giving the defense a breather. That going 3 and out is always tough. It's tough. It's tough on the defensive guys and the morale of the team. I think that's huge as far as giving those guys a rest. Another thing is eliminating the big play. We're in a tough conference, and there are athletes across the board, every team. But we got to eliminate the big play on the defensive side, and that just takes everybody's running to the ball. So that's been one of those things that we've harped on, and then winning the field position battle. And when you're talking about a young team, turnovers is always a question. So we didn't have those turnovers this past week. We also eliminated a big play, and I think that was the reason why we had a victory.
You've played multiple quarterbacks this season. Is that by design or kind of been out of necessity within the injury bug and other stuff that you're dealing with?
A little bit of both. Early on, it was both. Trying to figure everything out. You know, when you have guys come in and you have new pieces, you're still trying to figure things out. I've been fortunate enough to, over the last 6 years, to have Stephon Brown for 3 years at quarterback, and then Camden Coleman for 3 years as well. Yeah. So it was one of those things in which it was no question at quarterback. And then when you have new pieces come in, it's one of those things in the summer you're trying to figure those guys out. But everything, in the summer, everybody can look good in the summer. And I tell people that all the time. Yeah. Everybody can look good. But once you put those pads on and you have that defensive line or those linebackers coming at you, it really tells the tale. But we're just injury bug and out of necessity, just trying to find a spark for the team. Is what I've been going back and forth with all year.
This week you face a Mount Tabor team whose only loss was a tough one to East Forsyth. What do you see when you look at this year's Spartans team?
Athletic, and a very athletic team. Tyshawn guys, they're gonna always play hard. So it's one of those things in which you gotta match, if not exceed, their intensity. And you gotta beat them. They're not gonna beat themselves. Solid in the kicking game, solid on the offensive side, and then on defense, his defense is always good. So we gotta be very sound in all three phases of the game to even have a chance to win.
Mount Tabor, coming off of a spring state championship last season, they were very young. They kind of took their lumps. This year, the improvement is there. Do you see any parallels a little bit there, maybe with your team, where you're young this year and building toward the rest of the season and maybe next season?
I am. A lot of similarities. just trying to. It's been a humbling season thus far. I still think we have a lot to play for. But yeah, I think that was a great comparison. His state championship team and coming into last season in comparison to mine now. But yeah, it's just part of it, man.
What does your team need to do Friday night to get a victory under the water tower as we see in the background there?
Eliminate the big plays, win the field position battle, and win the turnover battle.
It's a pretty basic formula, but it's a winning formula, and every coach knows that. We appreciate you taking the time to talk with us this week. Wish you luck on Friday night and the rest of the season.
I appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you having me and all you do for high school sports.
Thank you.